The tricep pushdown, a staple of most tricep workouts. But are you doing it the right way? Today, we're going to find out. What's up guys, Jeff Cavaliere, ATHLEAN-X.com. The tricep pushdown. It's probably a staple of your tricep workout, or it should be at least, because it's a great exercise for targeting the backs of our arms. But are you doing it the right way? So today what I wanted to do is put together a video to see and to show you and actually give you sort of our future modification of this. What can we do to maximize the effects given what I'm going to tell you about the exercise? Well, it starts with looking at the exercise itself and seeing what the differences are. I'm sure guys you've seen plenty of people do this exercise a lot of different ways. Forget about the attachment you put on here. This is sort of irrelevant to what we're going to talk about because we don't necessarily care what's going on with our hands. We just want to know what's going on at the elbow. And the elbow, guys, is simply a hinge joint, meaning it will open and close. That's all it does. It doesn't allow for a lot of rotation or lateral movement. It simply hinges up and down. So that being said, the tricep obviously is going to extend the elbow and then let it obviously eccentrically bend back up. What you'll see though, and what I want you to concentrate on here, is the position of my body in relation to the rope in this case when doing the exercise. You'll probably see a lot of guys do the exercise like this. Actually put the rope right up next to them and kind of do that. Elbows flare out to the side, pushing down, okay? Doing that. Now, the problem here, and there's not necessarily a huge problem as you're going to see, but there's not just tricep work going on there. There's a lot of chest involvement. It's actually sort of a standing, almost a crossover, right? Because what we're doing here is we're coming here and pushing down, all right? Here and pushing down. We're getting a lot of chest involvement. That's why a lot of guys will load up the weight when they do that, thinking that they're really pushing a lot of weight, but the triceps themselves are not taking a lot of that effort. That, they're passing it on to the chest. So is that a good thing? Hold on, we'll determine that. The next thing is you'll see guys standing a little further away, or you'll see guys standing even further away. Well, here's the difference. Whenever you try to figure out what's going on in an exercise, you should try to determine where is the lever in relation to the line of resistance and what effect that has on the muscle. Now it's a little bit, remember guys I said a few videos back, it's physics bitch. It's another one of those things, okay? But I'll try to make it as easy as I can. Physics, right? We have our lever arm. In this case, the lever is our forearm. The muscle that is controlling the lever is the tricep. The line of resistance is going to be the angle of your cable, right here, okay? When a lever is parallel to the line of resistance, you will have the least amount of resistance on the muscle itself. When a lever is perpendicular straight into the line of resistance, you will have the most amount of resistance on the muscle. So let's go back and look at those two variations. Straight up front here, forearm is pretty much perpendicular right here to the line of resistance. That means at this point, the triceps are getting the most amount of work, which would be the beginning part of the range of motion. Okay? But when I go down to the bottom, forearm is parallel to the line of resistance. That means there's very minimal resistance here on the triceps when I stand really close. Yeah, they're contracting, but I can stay here all day. Okay? On the contrary, if I go out further away, the line of resistance is now on an angle. My forearms are almost parallel to the line of resistance. It's not hard to initiate the movement from here. But when I get to the bottom, you can see that my forearm is now perpendicular again to the line of resistance, meaning there's a lot more effort being done by the triceps in this position. Why is that really good? Because for you guys that are familiar with how much I talk about strength curves, that's peak contraction and peak resistance lining up together, okay, at the end of the movement. Now, what does that mean? Is there one right way or one wrong way? No, not necessarily, because it's good to have resistance in the beginning part of a range of motion and to also have peak resistance at the end of a range of motion. So you're basically matching strength curves. That's when you're going to put the tricep through its most work. So, as we do at ATHLEAN-X, what if there was a way that you could create a matching resistance curve with the one exercise and not have to switch devices or change anything during the middle of the rep other than your body position? Well, we can do that. Basically, what you want to do is get up on one foot, okay? Toe back here. And what we're going to do, again, reach it back far. You're going to basically get your hands in tight, up close. As you push down, you're obviously using the peak resistance in the triceps with a close position. And then as you go down, you want to lean back and pull your arms down. So as I came down, I changed the angle of resistance on the cord here, so that now my triceps are engaged. I slide back in, down, and I rock back. Okay? Up, down, and I rock back. Up, down, and rock back. Okay? So we've got a way to match the resistance curve just by changing the orientation of our body. The key here though, guys, is an exercise is just an exercise when it's on paper. It becomes an effective tool for getting you bigger, stronger, and better when you do it properly. So you guys know, as a physical therapist, I find it very important to teach you guys how to do these exercises so you can get the most out of it. And in fact, in ATHLEAN-X, with my whole system, I want to make sure you're getting the most out of it, so you're not just doing things that are on paper. You're actually getting workouts in each and every time that are maximally effective for getting you better each day. Alright guys, let me know how you do the tricep pushdown. Leave your comment below, a thumbs up if you find it helpful. In the meantime, I'll see you guys back here in just a few days with another video.